Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This week we are doing a plan with me for the week of May 8th through the 14th. And I am using this Lilac kit from One Orange Snowflake. And as I do every week, I am just whiting out the bottom little words and patterns so that it doesn't show through with the washi. And sorry, my hair was in the frame. I was trying to see what I was doing. But I'll go ahead and put down the washi. All of my washi is from Michaels. The skinny washi, the skinny solid washi that I use, I got off of Amazon. It's MT Tape brand, but they also sell it at Michaels. And then I use my slice brand knife that, again, I got off of Amazon, but it is also available at Michaels. I use that to kind of trim the edges when I don't leave enough to rip it with my card. And at the top of the sidebar, I white out the colored banner where it says May so that I can put washi over that because the color doesn't really match the kit. And if you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you'll notice that I was gone for a couple of weeks. We had some family in town, and then it just took me some time to get back into the swing of everything with going back to work full time. It's been a little bit crazy. So I'm just cutting those into page flags, and then I realized later in the week that top washi with the foiling is actually rose gold foiling, and everything else is gold foiling. But I didn't notice it until later on, so it stays there. I don't end up changing it out. I just rolled with it. Oh well. So I just white out where it says notes and put some washi over that, and then rip it with my card. And I use a little sticker from the Happy Planner that says "This is my life." So this is the week of Mother's Day. I didn't get a Mother's Day kit. I didn't find one that I really, really wanted until it was too late. So I just didn't bother ordering it. I just decided I'd use whatever kits I already had. So I used a Just Show Up sticker from the Happy Planner and used that to mark my cardio, which I didn't really do. I was trying to make my own little habit tracker, but I absolutely hated the way it turned out. So I ended up whiting it out and placing my cardio stickers over it, and used some little dots that I had left over. So I hope y'all had a good Mother's Day. We didn't do anything super special, and today is actually Sunday, so today is Mother's Day, and we just went to my husband's parents' house and had lunch with them and kind of hung out with them for a while. My husband changed the poopy diapers for the day, so I didn't have to do that, which was nice. So I'm just trying to line these circle stickers up so I can use those to as my habit tracker. And then I go in and I put a box from the kit that says supper, so I can write down what we had to make for supper that week, even though I don't really think that I cooked hardly at all this week. So I like to just kind of keep track of what I have available to make. That way, if I'm not sure, then I can just refer back to my list, and it keeps me from eating out as much. So I just take some of that MT brand tape and put it across the top to cover up the purple. And that house is from Little Red Prince. And I was just marking that our new nanny was coming for an interview. So it's kind of her working interview, I guess. Oh no, sorry. I was marking that I was working from home. Then I marked her interview. Sorry. So I worked from home so that I could be here to show her around, and so she could see what we do and everything. And then I took a full box from the kit, and I also below that used a flag from the kit, or a teardrop, I guess, and marked that I needed to do mine and Will's laundry. And that laundry sticker is from Bubba Bear Studios. And then I use that skinny washi, that skinny MT washi, to put over the banner. And I am so sorry if you can hear my son screaming. He is trying really hard not to fall asleep. The utensil sticker is from Bubba Bear Studios, and the laptop sticker I'm putting down over some washi is from Peanut Butter Taco. So I just kind of YouTube binged. I didn't really do very much on Monday. I've been super, super tired this week. I don't know why. I think it's because we stopped kind of doing Whole30 and it's kicking me in the butt. That coffee cup is from Little Red Prince. I needed to remember to take my coffee cup into work since I'm going back full time. I wanted to have one there. And then that little backpack is from Nikki +3. And I was just marking that I was taking my son to my mom's house. He is going to my mom's house on Tuesday and Thursday now, and the nanny is coming Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that way he has some days at home where he can just stay on his schedule, because we're constantly going on the weekend. We don't really have very many relaxing weekends. So it's nice that he gets to stay home a few days during the week. That paperclip is from Sweet Bean Plans, and the phone I just put down is from Bubba Bear Studio. I'm just using another box to kind of take up some space. These boxes, they're kind of opaque a little bit, so you can write on top of them, but I don't have anything going on that day because I went into work, so I just kind of left it there as a decoration. And then I put a box from the kit and do 2 little circles from the Planner Junkie to remind myself to upload a plan with me, which you'll notice I didn't do. I am going to upload that one because it was from my anniversary week and I really love the kit that I used. So I'm going to go back and edit and upload that one because I haven't yet. But I want you guys to be able to see it because I do love that spread. That Huzbot at the top of Wednesday is from Bubba Bear Studios, and I was just marking that my husband was working from home, and that then I used a sticker. I think that's from Sweet Bean Plans, but I might be wrong. I'll double check and put it below. But I was using a meeting sticker, and then I used a full box from the kit to mark that I needed to go to Addison. We have a office in Addison that I needed to visit. And the little owl is from Bubba Bear Studio. The laptop is from Peanut Butter Taco, sorry. And again, sorry, my son is screaming a lot. But I marked that I had a meeting, and we're not neglecting my son. My husband's trying to get him to calm down. The little shoe is from Little Red Prince, and then the wind down sticker is also from Little Red Prince. And I'm going to actually pause here and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's actually now Monday night. That took pretty much all night for us to get him settled. So on the top of Thursday, I take a coffee cup from the Mamby Happy Planner and mark that I took Will to Grant's house. And then I use a little teardrop from the Planner Junkie to mark a meeting that I had on Thursday morning at work. And then I take a full box from the kit. And that little drink lemonade thing is from a really, really old sampler from Lisa V Creations. And I'm using that to mark that I had a vendor event. It was like a crawfish broil for work, which is funny because I hate crawfish. They had jambalaya too, but it was really dry. And I ended up getting stung by a wasp. So it wasn't a very good event. And then I take a exclamation point from the Mamby Happy Planner to mark that our nanny started working for us that day. And then I take a half box and a remember sticker to mark a couple of meetings that I had at work that morning. And that was really the main things that I had going on at work. Fridays are usually pretty boring. And I ended up having to leave early for the rehearsal dinner for a friend of ours' wedding. So I use a full box at the end of Friday to mark the rehearsal dinner. And I just did a little bit of what I consider hand lettering. I'm not very good at it. I try though. So just write that in the best cursive that I can muster. And then I was having a hard time figuring out what exactly I wanted to use to fill in the bottom part of that box so there wasn't so much blank space. So I got a wine glass sticker from Nikki +3 and a little heart Caticorn from Bubba Bear Studio. And then I move on to the top of Thursday. So for those of you that aren't familiar with my planning style, generally the way it works is I will sit down on either Sunday evening or Monday morning and plan out everything I know that's going to happen throughout the week. And then as the week goes on, I'll sit down every evening and plan out the next day. However, things have been a little bit crazy since I've been going back to work full time. I'm still just sort of figuring out exactly what my schedule will be. So I should have pre-planned most of these things, but I didn't have time. So I'm just kind of putting it in as I can. But back up to Thursday, I used a half box to mark a meeting that I had, and below that I used a little paperclip to mark. That paperclip is from Nikki +3, and I need to print my nanny's contract. And then I used the little Lightbulb smiley face. The smiling light bulb, I guess, with glasses is from Bubba Bear Studio on Friday. And then I used a quarter box from the kit to mark that I need to take my son to Grant's house on Saturday, because he wasn't going to the wedding with us. It was just going to be way too long of a day for him. We had to be at our friend's house at 10 o'clock, and we didn't get home until after 8, I think. I think it was closer to 9. So it was a really long day, and he would not have done well. So I'm using that little half box to kind of mark the timeline for the wedding, and I move that to the middle of the full box. And then I just take the skinny washi and use it as a header, and that little mustache is from Michael's. It's just a sheet of different mustaches that I got, I think, when I was still pregnant with him, actually. And that note sticker that's on Friday, that is from the Happy Planner books. And then I am going to take some gold foil washi and layer it as a background for a busy day sticker. And I don't particularly like how this turned out, but oh well. So I was trying to white out the little banner, and then I layer the sticker over that gold foil washi, but I don't like that you can see the whiteout so much. So I take it up and I peel back the gold foiled washi and layer under it some of that raspberry colored washi, but I don't really like how that turned out at all. I should have done that differently, and it also kept peeling up, so that was kind of annoying, but oh well. The Mother's Day banner that I just put down is from the Mambi Happy Planner books, and then I go back up to the top of Sunday and put in a full box, and then I cut down this flag that I got out of the Mambi Happy Planner books. There's like a black bar at the top, but I didn't like how that looked, so I cut it off, and it says "Mom life is the best life," so kind of in honor of Mother's Day, I put that up at the top, and I covered the black star with a little heart from the Mambi Happy Planner books, and then I write in church, which we didn't end up going to church just because we had such a busy weekend, and I wanted to be able to stay home for a little bit with Will and let him take a good nap at home, because I knew that later on that afternoon we were going over to my in-laws' house, and he doesn't really nap while we're out and about anymore, so we have to be kind of mindful of that. So I just used a little car from Bubba Bear Studios to mark that we had lunch with my in-laws. And then I marked that we got to visit with a friend of ours that came in town for the wedding. And that pretty much concludes most of my spread. I do a couple of little things. I mark that I got stung by a wasp, so I used the little teardrop from the kit and a dead bear from Bubba Bear Studios, and write in that I got stung by a wasp. And then I used the little zigzag strip there to fill up some space, and I cover up that header with some skinny washi, and then I just put in another zigzag at the bottom of Saturday, because we didn't really do anything once we got home. We put our son to bed and went to sleep. So this is what I have left from the kit. I have a ton of stuff left over. I think this is how her old kits are formatted. I don't think they come like this anymore, but I really love all the stuff you get. I don't have to be afraid to use up all the boxes, but I love all the colors. I love how this turned out. I think it's super cute for Mother's Day, and I thought it was really pretty, so I enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.